Introduction. A successful career requires having a personal network. To fulfill our objectives and reach our goals, we all rely on other people. Without connecting with others and earning their support, no one can hope to succeed in the long run. Every lone wolf will eventually hit his breaking point and have to call it quits. Building a successful career without a solid network is like attempting it in the sand. With time, your foundations will deteriorate, and eventually you can find yourself sinking. But why is a network so crucial in the first place? Although it may seem obvious, personal connections unlock doors. A well-known study, described in the book Finding a Job, concluded that, of the 282 males examined, 56% had obtained their jobs through personal connections, compared to only 19% who had done so through job advertisements and 10% who had done so by applying on their own initiative. Having a personal network is crucial now more than ever because of the high staff turnover and job uncertainty that accompany economic downturns. Good networkers almost never struggle to acquire employment. We live in a world that is always evolving. An assistant now could become the CEO tomorrow. This will eventually pay off if you are well known and, more crucially, well liked by a large number of people. For instance, if you have demonstrated your capacity for generosity, friendliness, and assistance. Chapter 1. Networking is a skill that anybody can master. Many people are afraid of being rejected, and this fear might keep them from approaching others and, as a result, from developing a network of allies. We are all familiar with the feeling of being rejected, and it is nothing to be embarrassed of. Few of us have the confidence to approach complete strangers and try to win them over. But even the most reclusive person can benefit from these tips to take that crucial initial step. Study the masters. Simply take notes on how a skilled networker approaches people and allow yourself to be motivated by their strategies. Continue learning. Like any other skill, maintaining a professional manner and mastering artful eloquence can be learned through systematic study, such as through communication and rhetoric courses. And eventually you just have to make the decision. The greatest method to learn is to practice, just like with anything else in life. Setting a goal for yourself to meet one new person each week, for instance, can be useful. The more practice and experience you have, the easier it will be to expand your network. The case of Keith Ferrazzi's father exemplifies how networking may be both simple and challenging at the same time. He was a poor laborer who wanted more for his son, so he went to the one person he knew who might be able to help, the boss of the company. Alternatively stated, his boss's 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 boss. The owner of the business was so moved by Keith's bravery that he paid for him to attend the top university in the nation. Chapter 2. Generosity and commitment are the foundations of effective networking. Never ask, "How can others help me?" if you want to be an effective networker. He will instead contemplate, "How can I serve others?" This is based on the straightforward and fundamental premise that the more willing you are to assist others, the more willing they will be to assist you in return. Mutual understanding and trust are fostered by generosity. It solidifies and strengthens our bonds with others, and over time, we will double or even treble what we sow. We shouldn't treat each relationship like a one-time purchase and demand immediate payment for all of our favors. Relationships are not a finite thing that can be cut into smaller and smaller pieces with each bite, like a cake. Relationships are more like muscles. The more you utilize them, the stronger and bigger they get. Individuals who are neither kind nor kind, who only want to get rid of their business cards, and who always consider how to make things work in their favor are destined to be helpless throughout their lives. Their actions drive people away, and eventually they will be left alone. Who really wants to collaborate with someone who is that self-centered? You need to continuously remain loyal to the individuals in your network if you want to go past a self-centered perspective and if you want to actually grow and deepen your connections with them. Loyalty can take many forms, such as providing emotional support during a difficult divorce or volunteering your time to assist someone with issues unrelated to their professional life. An occasional half hour of your time could perhaps pay off in a relationship that lasts a lifetime. Chapter 3. A competent networker starts building her network before she needs it. One of the common misconceptions about networking is that you should wait to ask for help from others. This is a serious error, but it is regrettably prevalent. It is comparable to attempting to purchase life jackets after your ship has already begun to sink. Effective networking operates on the exact opposite premise. Before you require someone's assistance, you should approach them. By doing this, you may first develop mutual understanding and trust, two characteristics that are essential for a network to work effectively. Nobody enjoys a networking nuisance, which is someone who is dishonest, unscrupulous, who willingly takes advantage of people for their personal gain. A skilled networker is extremely patient and grows her network gradually. She is more of a marathon runner than a sprinter, therefore she is aware that she must work hard to gain others' trust over time. Her reward derives from endurance rather than speed. Before becoming president, Bill Clinton abided by this principle. He had formed the practice of sitting down every evening as a student of 22 years old to record the names of everyone he had met that day on cue cards. He always greeted everyone with a smile, was personable, and engaged them in conversation with real interest. He made sure to develop relationships based on mutual respect and trust, while simultaneously building his future network. Chapter 4. A smart networker searches for relationship bonds. It's not about how much time you spend with someone to really get to know them. It's about how you spend that time. By spending time together, friends and intimate acquaintances are created. As a result, you should pay close attention to connection glues, or those elements that have the potential to transform a contact into a true buddy or reliable acquaintance. A shared hobby or passion could serve as a relationship glue. Basically, it can be anything that both of you appreciate and could thus bring you together, whether it be skydiving, stamp collecting, baseball tickets, fine food, sports, or politics. Outside of the workplace and professional settings, we are a lot more personable, real, and easygoing. Hence, when someone is actually having fun, that is the best time to get to know them. Of course, you should be ready to engage in conversation on these occasions as well. To achieve this, you must adhere to one important principle. The best way to make decent small talk is to avoid making any at all. Be attentive, truthful, and open with the other person instead. You should constantly try to share something fascinating or personally illuminating in a conversation rather than just exchanging mindless banalities. The other person will have a positive impression of you and look forward to speaking with you again. Chapter 5. A good networker is friendly and patient. What do a Hollywood celebrity and a successful networker have in common? Both will be prepared every day to meet new individuals and engage with others in order to avoid completely fading from the scene. There are numerous instances of successful people who exhibit unwavering patience with others and who appear driven to seize every chance to network. For instance, a CEO might make it a point to speak with at least 50 individuals each day. He will spend hours walking across the corporate offices, speaking to employees on the top and lowest rungs of the company ladder, as opposed to simply locking himself away in his office and using the phone for all communications. Hillary Clinton is a perfect example of someone who has the outstanding persistence and patience needed to be a successful networker. When she was First Lady, Keith Ferrazzi spent some time traveling with her. On one specific day, she awoke at 5 in the morning, made her calls, gave 4 or 5 speeches, attended a number of cocktail parties, and paid folks a visit at their houses. She shook over 2,000 hands that day and was able to recall the names of most of the people she had met while traveling. Chapter 6. A good networker consistently has something to say and conveys a distinctive message. Would I want to have dinner for an hour with this person? When they first meet someone, almost everyone asks this question to themselves in some way or another. This is an example of the proverbial separating the wheat from the chaff process. Building a solid and long-lasting network of people who are eager and willing to help him out is impossible for someone who no one wants to talk to or spend time with. If you wish to pique someone's curiosity, the following 2 things are crucial. 1. Have something to say. You must be able to hold a thoughtful conversation about a variety of topics, such as politics, sports, travel, or scientific themes. 2. Provide a distinctive message. You need to stand for something, preferably something that distinguishes you from others, if you want to actually fascinate someone. You can't just be polite and fleetingly conversant. Others will want to join your network because of this creative and appealing message. Your message can be about a concept, a behavior, or a talent. Whatever it is, it has to be a subject on which you are the foremost authority and an authority. There is no set method that works for everyone. Instead, it is up to you how you go about obtaining this specialized knowledge and, consequently, how you begin to embody this particular message. You must, however, be adequately receptive, open to learning, and healthy in your ambition. For instance, Keith Ferrazzi developed into a creative marketing specialist by reading all he could on the subject, keeping up with the most recent marketing theories, and getting to know the industry's top thinkers. He eventually had the opportunity to use his expert knowledge in his line of work. Chapter 7. Superconnectors are necessary for a developing network. Simply put, superconnectors are persons with a large number of contacts. They are notable in two ways. First, for the sheer volume of links they maintain, and second, for the diversity of those contacts. Stanley Milgram, a social psychologist, first made these superconnectors famous in the 1960s. Milgram distributed 160 similar letters to residents of Omaha, Nebraska, asking them to forward them to a stockbroker in Massachusetts. But they were not to deliver the letter to the stockbroker's address. Instead, they should ask their friends whether they know anyone who might know the stockbroker. Those letters traveled by a variety of routes and passed through a variety of hands before arriving at the stockbroker. But the same three individuals, the superconnectors, were the final points of contact for the majority of the letters. These were the vital contacts, and by way of their multiple connections with people from all backgrounds, they made it possible for the letters to get to their intended recipients. Superconnectors can operate in any field that can be imagined, however they tend to show up most frequently in the following ones. 1. Administration of bars and restaurants. 2. Journalism and public relations. 3. Politics and lobbying. These professions, among others, appear to be the perfect fit for superconnectors since they give them the opportunity to interact with a diverse group of people. Try to get to know someone in these fields if you wish to expand your personal network. Chapter 8. You can only hope to be successful if you have the right goals. You will never achieve your goals in life, whether they be to become president, chief executive, or a professional athlete. Instead, you must be very specific and definite in your life goals before deciding how you would go about accomplishing them. Only after that is it feasible to create a plan that will help you succeed. Always put finding your blue flame first when you start making goals. The connection between our talents and our passions is symbolized by the blue flame. So, it is crucial in guiding us towards the best professional choices. Many people support themselves by doing employment that is truly utterly unsatisfying. They turn to employment that are simply not appropriate for them or that require skills they lack, which only serves to increase their dissatisfaction and misery. Contrarily, those that use their genuine talents, i.e., their blue flame, and follow their passion will never experience these issues. If you're unsure of what your blue flame is yet, you can determine it by performing a quick test. Make a list of all your dreams and aspirations first, no matter how absurd or unimportant they may seem. Next, write a second list of all the things you like to do and find enjoyable. Combine the two lists, then look for areas where your goals and your favorite activities intersect. Speaking with a person you can completely trust can also be useful in this regard. What about you does that individual find admirable? Which areas do they believe you could use some assistance with? What do they think are your advantages and disadvantages? The world is your oyster once you discover your blue flame and land a job that enables you to fan it. Chapter 9. To realize your objectives, it is essential to create a networking action plan, NAP. It is not possible to achieve a mission overnight. Similar to building a house, you require the proper tools and plan. The Networking Action Plan, NAP, combines both of these vital components, providing a clear to-do list of tasks that can be integrated into your daily routine, and it motivates you to be active in working towards your goals. The first step in creating a NAP is to develop personal long-term, middle-term, and short-term goals. Consider what goals you want to achieve within 3 years and then work backwards methodically in 3-month and 1-year stages, filling in an interim goal for each stage until you have a clear and structured 3-year plan. It is useful to have an A goal and a B goal for each time slot. For instance, your A goal could be to become a teacher in 3 years, while your B goal could be to live in the catchment area where you would like to work. By creating both an A and B goal, you provide yourself with a backup plan if your primary goal is not achievable for any reason. For each A and B goal, write down the places you need to go and tools you need to acquire before you can achieve your goals. Additionally, note the names of people who may be able to help you along the way. This may include mentors, colleagues, or friends who have experience in your desired field. The final version of your NAP should be tailored to your unique aspirations and become the driving force behind your missions. It enables you to visualize your goals, provides information on where to go, what to do, and who to meet on your journey towards achieving your ultimate aim. Your completed NAP will become the tailor-made driving force of your missions, as it allows you to see your goals before you, providing you with all the necessary information about where to go, what to do, and who to meet on your journey to reaching your blue flame. Chapter 10. To achieve success, it is important to become your own brand. Brands are all around us, and they shape the way we perceive things. We immediately associate the 3 stripes with Adidas and the bitten apple logo with Apple. However, it is not just companies and products that can create brands, individuals can do so as well. So, how do you make yourself into a brand? The first step is to develop a personal branding message by asking yourself questions such as, what sets me apart from others? What are my strengths and weaknesses? What have I achieved that I am most proud of? What do I do to create a feeling of worth? What do I want people to think of when they hear my name or see it written down? What would I like to be famous for? With these answers in mind, you can create a personal branding message that can be conveyed in just 2 sentences. Next, you need to think about your brand packaging. This involves considering your clothing, hairstyle, conversation style, business cards, letterheads, and office. Everything that contributes to creating an outward impression should be tailored to suit the image you want to convey. The final step is to make your brand known by becoming your own PR company. This means doing things that put you in a positive light and getting positive attention, such as taking on challenging projects at work or presenting innovative ideas to your boss. However, it also means avoiding negative attention, such as demanding a pay rise if your work has not been up to par. By becoming your own brand, you can differentiate yourself from others and create a strong personal identity. This can help you to achieve your goals and stand out in your field. Remember to be authentic, consistent, and true to yourself, as this is the key to creating a successful personal brand. Chapter 11. To achieve success, having the right mentors is crucial. This is evident in the music and sports industries, where great performers rely on good coaches to bring out their best. Similarly, young artisans learn their trade through apprenticeship under the guidance of experienced masters, and in business, a mentoring program can help junior staff learn from experienced professionals. In today's fast-paced and dynamic business environment, where teams are expected to react quickly to changes, mentoring is an effective way to get the best out of employees. By surrounding yourself with successful people, pioneers, and other big players, you can build a strong personal network and gain a significant advantage. Studies have shown that the people around you have a significant impact on your success or failure, with the nature of your peer group directly influencing your achievements. For instance, if you are surrounded by people who have excellent connections, your own list of contacts is likely to grow. Similarly, if you are around successful people, you are more likely to succeed yourself. Therefore, it is essential to have the right mentors and role models around you to guide and encourage you, share their knowledge and experience, and help you navigate the challenges of your industry. With the right mentors, you can gain valuable insights, make better decisions, and reach your goals more efficiently. Conclusion. The central theme of this book is that successful networking requires openness, determination, and empathy. To become a good networker, you must first understand yourself and learn to appreciate others. The book explores the benefits of personal networking, which is a prerequisite for a successful career, and emphasizes that anyone can learn the art of networking. The book discusses the characteristics of good networking, which include generosity, loyalty, building relationships before they are needed, seeking relationship clues, being sociable, patient, having a unique message, and relying on super connectors to build a budding network. In addition, the book provides guidance on achieving goals and succeeding in life. It emphasizes the importance of setting the right goals and creating a networking action plan to achieve them. It also highlights the significance of being your own brand and surrounding yourself with the right mentors to guide and encourage you. Overall, the book underscores the importance of networking and provides practical advice on how to become a successful networker, achieve your goals, and build a personal brand. By following the book's recommendations, readers can enhance their networking skills and improve their chances of achieving success in their personal and professional lives.